So do you have any suggestions for countries to consider with reasonable overall tax situations for US citizens and with residency available? So you need to get residency. Okay. Running a small consulting business that you need to operate and manage in the location of residency that would otherwise be impacted by foreign control restrictions. So I guess what you're saying here is that you have a consulting business and management and control is going to be exercised from within the borders of the jurisdiction in which you enter. So like your 1 or 2 person show and, so management and control. So when you're looking for that place, you need to consider not just personal taxes, but corporate tax implications as well. Okay. I got you. Ideally, we pay less taxes overall than living in the US. And we don't want to live in Puerto Rico, okay? Because, everybody's going to say, hey, Puerto Rico. But, okay, you've made it particularly clear that you don't want to live in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a great place. And we're actually going to do a live stream with my colleague, with a firm associate from Puerto Rico coming soon. I don't remember when exactly, but have a look at hg.tax/events. We can find out not just about that upcoming Puerto Rico event, but the in-person event in Portugal early next year as well. Okay. So if it matters, we can stipulate all income is from the business. All clients are outside the country of residency. So I guess all clients are in the US, all your clients are in the US. Okay, I got you. Our personal criteria, you want a warm winter, you want warm weather. Okay, no snow. And otherwise stable weather, so no regular hurricanes or typhoons. Okay, I got you. Allows for gay marriage by law. Okay, that's important. Excellent, stable internet speed, 25 megs or higher, decent healthcare, moderate cost of living. That is 4K-ish for all expenses after tax for a couple in a 3-bedroom or bigger. Business criteria. If we're reorganizing the business there, it needs to have reliable banking and it must work with Stripe. Wow. Well, enjoy that. That is a pretty comprehensive message. Okay. So the thing is, sometimes there's a trade-off. So if it is that you want developed infrastructure in terms of reliable banking and stuff like that, basically, all things being equal, you're going to be in a jurisdiction that's going to tax you. Generally speaking, the jurisdictions that don't tax you don't have all the infrastructure that you're looking at. The one exception, of course, is Dubai. So Dubai is, at this point, 100% tax-free. But remember, you heard it here first, that 9% corporate tax that they've levied on internal activity is just the beginning. They're being put under tremendous pressure to get rid of that free zone system. But we'll deal with that in another call. We're going to do a live stream on the Middle East, on the Gulf region later on this year, I think. So stay tuned for that. hcj.tax/events. So Dubai will be an exception. The problem with Dubai is that with the banking, it doesn't really fit into, you won't get full features on PayPal and Stripe. The banking isn't like top tier banking. And of course, there's 7 Emirates in the United Arab Emirates, not just Dubai. Dubai is the most popular, I guess, of all 7. The problem is that you stipulated that gay marriages need to be recognized. So that will be a problem because the Gulf area in general is very traditional. Or, no judgment. It's their culture, it's their religion, whatever. So it works. Dubai is very tolerant. Once you don't talk about it, you keep a low profile, but yeah, it's one of those sensitive issues. So with that being a key factor, you're looking at Western Europe. That's it. To check all of those boxes, I would say you'd be looking at Western Europe. And of course, Western Europe is not normally synonymous with tax efficiency, especially if you're going to run a company from within their jurisdiction. So yeah, there are attractive regimes. So for example, Ireland. So we did a live stream on Ireland with our colleagues from Dublin, an accounting firm as well as an immigration firm. You can have a look at our website for that one. So there are, when you're running a business, Ireland is very business friendly. I'm sure you'd be able, if you want to relocate your business there. There's of course Portugal, which is pretty popular right now. And the good thing about Europe as opposed to, let's say, the Middle East is that you put yourself on a pathway to citizenship, because you said residency is important. But the point is, you're not going to be zero tax. You can definitely be, relative to the US, low tax, but you're not going to be zero tax by coming to certain countries in Western Europe. So I'd say have a look at Ireland, maybe even have a look at the UK. But from an immigration point of view, UK is very, very difficult right now, post-Brexit, to get into. It is possible. Anything is possible, but it's going to be difficult. But quite popular right now would be, I think, Portugal, Spain, Ireland. There are certain tax regimes. So there's the non-dom regime in Ireland and the UK. There are flat tax regimes like Italy, Switzerland, other parts of the EU. Spain has a Beckham law, NHR in Portugal. What you may want to consider as well is restructuring your business before you enter Western Europe, if it is that you do decide on Western Europe. And one of the ways we advise our clients, if business is doing well, things are scaling, so maybe it's time to appoint a CEO. And if you have a CEO in the US, so some people already have a network of independent contractors. If you make, whoever your number two person, if that number two person becomes the CEO and you incorporate in their jurisdiction, if it is that they are in the US or they might be in the Philippines or they might, somewhere that it can be an interesting jurisdiction from a tax point of view, it may be worth running the numbers. So in short, to answer your question, given all the criteria you're looking for, fast Wi-Fi, maybe one of the other things that I don't like about Dubai as well is the whole VPN situation. Because I've met so many of my clients, I do calls with them on WhatsApp, and so many of my apps are it kind of gets annoying having to toggle and play with those VPNs. But I would have said Dubai were it not for your relationship situation. Your relationship situation kind of would make Dubai not a primary option. I think you're looking at Western Europe, but you would need to compromise on the tax situation. So you can probably work with your preferred advisor. You can reach out to us on a way of bringing your tax bill down because you can enjoy the foreign income exclusion, Section 911. There are certain benefits that can bring it depending on how you structure your LLC. So, it can come down, but down to zero, probably not unless, yeah. Okay. Hope that helps. Get advice, have a conversation, but you're probably looking at Western Europe, particularly Portugal or Ireland. Okay.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.